So once you decided on the network marketing industry, Jason, what company did you end up working with?
Well, that was a long search. You can still feel the sigh or the tiredness in my response here. Well, the company I ultimately ended up with was it's called USANA. At that time, it had been around about 9-10 years, so it was it was established. It wasn't going anywhere. I say that because a lot of the companies that are under 5 years old, I know what the statistics are, but a high number of them go out of business. And I didn't want to build an organization and have it be gone because my company goes out of business. I just didn't want to be part of that. It's at the time of this video, we're beyond 20 years. But the way I decided on USANA was there was a couple of things that were important to me. I decided on health and nutrition products because the wellness industry is such a big trend. And I was into health, and I've been taking supplements since I was like 20. My mom got into supplements and got me started on them. So I already knew what a solid product was, so I could differentiate. That eliminated a lot of companies because a lot of them just made crap. They're manufactured by third parties, so if you looked at the bottle, you could see manufactured by somebody else. I wanted in-house manufacturing. Their standards weren't pharmaceutical grade. Which I didn't take pharmaceutical grade products, but as I started researching nutrition companies, I started to find out that pharmaceutical grade standards were things that some companies were doing, and actually USANA had their manufacturing plant, which is actually in-house at pharmaceutical grade levels. They're currently now an FDA approved pharmaceutical facility, which means they could actually manufacture pharmaceutical drugs, which they would never do because it's kind of like, supplements and pharmaceutical companies are kind of, one's trying to, help people be healthy. The other is trying to cure your problem or mask your problem. But the point is, the pharmaceutical companies, what they do well is they manufacture their products at a very high quality level because medicine is no joke. You can't have, contaminants and impurities and stuff in drugs. You just can't. Unfortunately, most supplement companies really don't have that level of manufacturing. They just kind of do what they want. So that was a big thing. And obviously I said you got to have customers. I've said in other videos that you can't get to where I'm at and have my lifestyle without a solid customer base. So in order to have a solid customer base, you got to have a good product. So that was one reason why I chose USANA. The other reason, and I'm probably the only person that I know that this mattered to, I've never talked to anyone else that at least in USANA, and actually some of the other network marketing companies, people that I know that have done other things, based their decision on this, but I wanted a company that was publicly traded. Now, just because of my accounting and finance background, in accounting, I learned all the things that companies have to do to go public. And outside of the additional cash flow that allows a company to expand, that going public, that's what it does for a public company. The biggest thing that I was concerned with was the transparency of their financial statements and to see how a company was really doing. The problem with a lot of these privately held network marketing companies is you really don't know how they're doing. And again, although a company beyond 5 years had a high, they statistically have a high chance of sticking around, I wasn't comfortable joining a company where I couldn't really look at their financial statements and see what was going on. And so USANA at that time was publicly traded on the NASDAQ, which is a very respected stock exchange. They're actually currently on the New York Stock Exchange, so they've actually taken a step up in my mind. And that was a very important thing to me because, number one, it's transparency, and as an accountant, I could look at what was going on with the company, and I still can. And two, if anyone ever questions that this company's legitimate or, whether it's illegal or not, I mean, come on, how could it be publicly traded? Like, investors aren't going to put money into something if it's some bogus company or they don't have a good product or they don't believe it's going to stick around.
So I know it's been over 10 years since you started your USANA business and started building it. If you had to do it all over again, would you still choose network marketing, and would you still partner with USANA?
I definitely would do network marketing. I would partner with USANA. I would just do things differently in the way I built, which is a whole other subject. And I'm just being honest. Like, I learned a lot in this experience, and it was very different than traditional business. There were some traditional business things that I ended up implementing that I think gave me an edge over a lot of people and gave my team an edge. But if the question's purely directed at would you do network marketing again and would you do USANA, absolutely. I don't. In fact, I have people all the time that try to get me to go to their company. Like, they try to, because I'm a successful leader, so they're trying to get me to go somewhere else. So I've also have this really powerful marketing and training system that I developed that's completely owned by my company and proprietary that my team uses. And a lot of people in USANA, they're not even in my team, use. And because of that, people want me to go take my stuff there. And look, listen, if I stop building USANA, I'm not going to build another network marketing company. Like, I don't see the point. USANA is just, it's not the only good company out there, but to me, it was the only choice. And it's continued to be that. Underlying what every company, the good and the bad, and USANA is no different than any other company. There's good and there's some bad. It's just the way companies are. The good is they always pay their commission checks. They've never missed a commission check to anyone in their history, which is kind of important to me because I've built this. I want to get paid for what I've built. Their products are always good, and they have amazing customer service. And those are really the core things that matter to me, because I want to get paid for my time, and I always want that pay to be there. I don't want the company to mismanage the company and have financial trouble where they can't pay me. That's a problem. That's never been a problem for USANA, and I bring that up because it's actually been a problem in network marketing. There's a lot of companies that have this issue. The second thing is they make amazing products, so that's huge. So our customers are always happy. And third, when my customers call in or my team members call in, I don't want the typical customer service that we all are getting when we call our credit card companies or banks or whoever you're calling. We all know. I don't need to tell everyone here how frustrated we are. Press 1, press 2. You call USANA, I hope that never changes in the future, USANA, but to this day, in the 10 years I've been with USANA, I've never had a press 1, press 2. It's you call them and somebody picks up, and if they don't, you're on hold for maybe 30 seconds and somebody picks up the phone. That's important to me because that personal touch and customer service, I think, is what differentiates our company from a lot of other companies out there. Keeps us competitive.